Hey guys, Ryder here with another boss guide for Dark Souls 1, and today we are tackling the Gaping Dragon. The Gaping Dragon is located down in the depths, and he is both an optional or mandatory boss, depending on your starting gift at the beginning of the game. If you chose the Master Key, you can circumvent this boss by taking the path through Nulando Ruins below Firelink Shrine. But if you chose something else as your starting gift, you will have to tackle this boss in order to get the key to Blighttown and enter where the second Bell of Awakening is. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So the Gaping Dragon is a single phase boss fight down in the depths that he's not really overly difficult if you know how to handle him. He looks more intimidating than what he really is. From a melee standpoint, you want to try to stay to his sides or basically towards his hind legs. Don't get directly behind him. He does have a tail swipe that he will smack you with. You can negate this tail swipe by rolling through it or cutting his tail off, which will net you the Dragon King Great Axe if you do so. Other than that, you want to kind of watch his movements. Try to stay away from in front of him, because he does that slam down you see just there, which will do a lot of damage. And normally after he does that, he'll do a charge forward. When he starts charging forward, you want to try to stay away from his side while his legs are moving, because you will take damage while he's moving. And then you just kind of start swinging. Another reason why you want to stay away from in front of him is because he will also slash with his hands towards you, as well as try and grab you. And if he grabs you, he will put you inside of his big ass mouth there and start nomming on your face. And that's something that you really don't want to happen. As you can see, I got caught in front of him there. I got smacked by his arm. He'll also do this jump in the air thing to reorient himself if you're behind him for too long. When he jumps in the air, just kind of run away from him and wait for him to land. Otherwise, you will take damage while he is doing that. But that's pretty much the entirety of the encounter for the most part. This fight doesn't have a whole lot of moving parts to it. From a melee standpoint, it's literally just a case of staying behind him, staying to the side. As you can see, he jumps in the air there again. I run away, and he slams to reorient himself, and then I just kind of stay away from his front end and reorient myself back behind him again towards his hind legs and towards his side. And you just keep on swinging. As you can see, like I said, you take damage when he starts moving. I didn't get away in time there, so I took some damage whenever he went to move. And then if you have a chance, swing at this tail of his, because this will happen, and you'll get that Great Axe. And that'll also get rid of his tail swipe ability as well, which will make it a little bit easier for you to get behind him and do damage, which you'll see here in a minute. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check the link in the description where you'll find the link to my Twitch channel, where I stream a whole plethora of Soulsborne, Souls-like games, RPGs, and MMORPGs. So consider dropping me a follow if you like this, and leave a comment down below if you have any further questions on how to handle this boss. But from a melee standpoint, he's not that difficult. Like I said, he looks more intimidating. I think getting to him is harder than actually fighting him. He's probably the easier of the bosses, and considering that he's basically optional unless you didn't take the Master Key, he's pretty simple. Now, from a caster standpoint, this fight's again trivialized like most of the other boss guides that I've done. From a magical standpoint, it's just a matter of staying away from him. Like, you don't have to again, don't get directly behind him because of that tail swipe, and that tail swipe will still hurt. But really, other than that, it's just kind of stay to his side and pelt him with spells. He doesn't do anything threatening, and he's not really aggressive by any means. So as you can see in this playthrough here, he's just kind of standing there looking at the wall while I'm just pelting him with spells. He doesn't do anything threatening that makes me really have to be stressed out. If I'm not mistaken, I barely get touched by this guy because he's so slow, he's so non-aggressive, and he just kind of stands there and takes it. That's pretty much all I can say. His moveset doesn't really change. He's not aggressive. From a caster, you're going to have just a snores fest of just pelting him with spells until he dies. But yeah, if you guys like the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the video.